Can Girls Frontline 2 Exilium survive the challenges of 2025? Let's break down everything you need to know to see if this game has a future worth investing in. The gameplay of Girls Frontline 2 Exilium builds on traditional grid-based strategy but introduces its own unique mechanics. Players maneuver units across maps, taking advantage of cover and positioning for tactical superiority. Each character features a mix of passive abilities, active skills, and ultimates, adding layers to the strategy. Environmental elements like conveyor belts or interactable terminals inject variety into battles, keeping gameplay fresh. Tutorials do a decent job of onboarding new players, making the initial experience approachable. However, grinding for resources and character progression quickly becomes a major hurdle. The pace slows considerably as you face tougher challenges, requiring extensive farming of earlier stages. The AI, while functional, can be inconsistent. Auto mode occasionally makes questionable decisions, such as sending melee units into dangerous situations. Despite this, the strategic core of the game is engaging, and players willing to invest time will find depth in its mechanics. The story picks up 10 years after the original Girls Frontline and dives deep into themes of trauma, loyalty, and the psychological toll of war. While veterans of the franchise may appreciate the narrative's depth, newcomers face a steep learning curve. The game assumes a familiarity with its predecessor, offering little in terms of recap or explanation for key plot points. Character relationships, particularly between the commander and T-dolls like Groza, add emotional weight. Each character is well developed, with unique backstories and personalities that breathe life into the war-torn setting. However, the lack of proper introductions for returning characters alienates new players. The dialogue can feel drawn out at times, and while the story has moments of brilliance, its pacing may test your patience. For those willing to invest, the narrative rewards you with heartfelt connections and gripping drama. One of the game's standout features is its visual presentation. Character models are intricately detailed, animations are fluid, and 2D artwork is stunning. The battlefields are well crafted, offering a sense of immersion rarely seen in mobile games. Cutscenes often border on cinematic, drawing players deeper into the game's world. The audio design complements the visuals effectively. Explosions, gunfire, and voice lines enhance immersion, while the background music sets the tone for both action and quieter moments. That said, minor flaws like delayed voice lines during skill activations occasionally disrupt the experience. One divisive aspect of the game is its reliance on fanservice. While character designs are visually appealing, the overt focus on aesthetic appeal can detract from the game's darker narrative. The dormitory system, for instance, feels more like a showcase for fan service than a meaningful feature, clashing with the overall tone of the game. Veterans of the series may be accustomed to this balance, but newcomers might find it jarring. It's a missed opportunity to deliver a more cohesive and grounded experience. Like many gacha games, Girls Frontline 2 Exilium leans heavily on grinding. Leveling up characters, upgrading gear, and acquiring resources all demand significant time investment. While free-to-play players can progress without spending money, the slow pace of resource acquisition and the frequent release of limited characters make staying competitive a challenge. The in-game currency system provides options to earn premium items, but the grind required often feels disproportionate. For casual players, this could be a significant deterrent. The user interface strikes a balance between style and functionality. Key modes are neatly organized, and the main screen prominently features your favorite character. However, text size is often too small, and navigating through the numerous menus can be overwhelming for beginners. The longevity of Girls Frontline 2 Exilium will depend on its ability to retain players and attract newcomers, while its visuals, tactical gameplay, and dedicated fanbase provide a solid foundation. The heavy grind, reliance on fan service, and steep learning curve for new players could hinder its growth. Micah team will need to address these challenges to ensure the game remains competitive in 2025. Improvements to progression mechanics, better onboarding for new players, and balancing fan service with thematic consistency will be key factors. Girls Frontline 2 Exilium offers an engaging tactical experience with stunning visuals and an emotionally rich narrative. However, it stumbles with its grind-heavy progression, reliance on fan service, and lack of accessibility for new players. If you're a fan of the series or enjoy strategy games with a darker tone, it's worth trying. For others, the steep entry barriers might make this one hard to recommend. As for its future in 2025, the game has the potential to thrive, but it will need to adapt to keep up with player expectations. If you've enjoyed this review and want to dive into another exciting game, be sure to check out our Genshin Impact review. We break down everything you need to know. Just click the link to explore the full review.